Elias had spent more than 40 years of his life turning lifeless planks of wood into homes filled with laughter and tears. From small cabins nestled among pine forests to farmhouses with long porches embracing the sunset, his hands had quietly left their mark across the land. But when the first layers of frost swept down over the meadows, Elias felt the weight in every joint. His back stiffened each morning, and the familiar scent of pine, once a promise of beginnings, now evoked an approaching end. One winter morning, Henry, the silver-haired master with whom Elias had worked all his life, invited him to the workshop. Faint sunlight streamed through the dust-covered window frame, casting pale yellow streaks on the concrete floor. Henry laid a drawing on the table. "I want you to help me with one last thing. Build one more house, then you can retire." Elias hesitated. He had hoped his remaining days would be spent resting, wandering by the lake, or repairing the old boat. But Henry's trusting gaze made him nod. Yet throughout the construction process, Elias no longer held the dedication of past years. He chose beams that were not sturdy enough, left a few cracks unpolished. The door was hastily fitted, the steps lacked balance. He only wished for the work to end quickly so he could return to quiet days by the fire. When spring arrived, the house was complete. It was a pretty little home on a hillside, its slanted roof overlooking a valley full of tender grass. Henry smiled and handed Elias a gleaming key. "This is my gift to you. This house belongs to you." Elias stood still, the spring breeze carrying the scent of wildflowers across his face. His heart suddenly tightened. Every careless joint, every piece of timber he had overlooked was no longer just a flaw in the job. It was the home where he would spend the final years of his life. He gently traced the grain on the door, stunned to realize every choice, every surrender or act of dedication today is a brick shaping the future of one's own life. In the radiant evening light, Elias turned to look at Henry, his eyes gleaming with gratitude mingled with regret. He silently vowed, for the rest of his life, whether repairing this house or tending each flower bed, he would place in it the heart he had long forgotten. Lesson: we are all quietly building the house that will hold our own lives. Choose to build it with dedication. For every nail, every plank of today will become the doorway we must step through tomorrow.